Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Buzzy B here. I'm so sorry about last week, guys. I know I promised you guys I'll put a video out last week, but unfortunately, things were just hectic. I was very, very busy. So this week I've got something special for you guys. We're doing the Coast Effect. So I know you guys love effects, so we're gonna get right into it, guys. I'm not gonna waste your time. So let's go. Alright, so I've already selected a clip here, guys. And this is also from a video that I've done that I shot last year, 2019. Okay. So what you want to do first is highlight this clip, press Alt and keep it in, press your left button on your mouse and keep it in, then you drag this clip to the top. So basically it duplicates the bottom clip. So these two are now exactly the same. So what you want to do is you want to make changes to the top one. So you're going to highlight the top one and you're going to go over to your effects controls, and under your effects controls you're gonna scroll down until you find opacity, and under opacity you'll see there's a blend mode, and you'll have to change the blend mode from normal to screen. Now just watch what happens to the clip when I select screen. You see there's a slight effect, but that, obviously that's not the effect that we want. So what you're gonna need to do now is your opacity is now at 100%. I think it'll be best to change it to either 50%, or you can go less, or whatever you decide would work best for you. And then I'm going to go to my motion and my position, and I'm going to drag this clip over out of frame from the bottom clip. So I'm just going to drag it, and you see the top clip now moves, right? I would say right about there, and then I will just scale it up. So go to your scale it up a little bit, maybe somewhere there, right? So I'm just gonna move it over a little bit more. But now what you don't want, guys, is this hard edge over here. So you're gonna have to scale it up a little bit more so it covers the whole frame. So I would say right about there, and then I would maybe just bring the clip down a little bit. So you go over to this one and you just bring it down a little bit so it's in frame. Okay, maybe somewhere there. Yeah. So if I play it back, you'll see now that you've got that ghosting effect, right? So that's one of the ways you can do it. The other way you can do it is, I can maybe, if you don't want, let's say you don't want the effect to cover the whole clip, right? So you can maybe just bring this in a little bit, and then bring that one in over there, and then you'll see when you play it back that this part will play normal. So once I play it back, then the effect comes in and it goes out. But obviously you don't want it to the final video to be something that doesn't have a smooth transition. So I would suggest that you go to your effects over here, go down to your video transitions, and under video transitions you find your dissolve, and you select cross dissolve. So you can put on this side, you can put the cross dissolve, and you maybe just minimize it a little bit. Come on, let's undo that quickly. I'm sorry about that. Minimize the cross dissolve, not the whole clip, right? So you put the same effect on the other end, and you just minimize the cross dissolve. So be careful when you select it that you select the cross dissolve and not the whole clip. So if I play it back now, let's see what happens. Nice, right? All right, I'm just going to play it back once more. Cool. Other way you can do this, guys, is I'm going to delete this one. Let's say delete. I'm going to duplicate this one again. So it's Alt, holding your Alt key and holding your left button on your mouse, drag it up, right? Select the top one, then change your blend mode once again to screen, change your opacity to 50%, right? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna maybe just bring it in a little bit, let's say there, and then maybe a little bit over there. So maybe what you want to do is, let's say you want the effect to come in, and then it will scale in, and then it will scale out again, right? Okay, so let's put it back on 100. So let me just show you how that is done. So take your cursor to the beginning of the top clip. So now we're going to work with keyframes, guys. Right, so what you want to do is, at the beginning, obviously you want it to remain at 100% scale, and you want everything to be the exact same. So obviously you're going to need to select your keyframe, and as you can see here, I'm going to click scale, that little button over there, and a keyframe has popped up. So with I'm going to do the exact same with the position. So now the effect, or the clip basically is going to remain the same at that point. So now I'm just going to go forward a little bit. Let's say 1 2 3 4, right? And then now I want to, you see what happens now. So now the bottom one was selected. So make sure always at all times that you just select the clip that you want to do the effect on. So now everyone is selected. I want to now scale this one up. So now you don't have to press this again. So whenever you're going to make the change here, automatically a keyframe is going to appear. So I'm gonna scale it up a little bit. Let's say 160. I'm just making an example. You see what happens? A keyframe appeared, right? So now I'm going to move it over out of the way. Let's say over there, another keyframe appeared, but now I'm just going to make some changes, because you see now what happens here, that hard edge, that line, we don't want that line in the video. So I'm just going to scale it more, right? Maybe 181, it's fine, it doesn't really matter. Then I'm going to move forward again. So it's going to pop in and it's going to go out again. All right, so I'm going to move it forward. And then maybe over here, I would love for it to go back to its normal size. Right. So I'm going to change this back to 100%. And I'm going to change this one back to the original, which was 960. Right. So now we have these different keyframes. Right, so I'm gonna play it back for you guys so you can see what's gonna happen. And I'm just gonna increase this screen for you guys so you can watch it. So ha ha, super nice, don't you agree? Super nice, man. All right, let's take it back again. Let's watch it one more time. No, that's nice. Now what you can also do is you can take your cross dissolve and put it on the one end, and then, like I said, minimize. You'll see you're gonna minimize or shorten basically the length of the cross dissolve. And I'm gonna put another one on this end and shorten the length of it. So now we can have maybe like a more smooth transition. So let me just increase this window for you guys. Oh, super nice. So yeah, guys, that's how you do the ghost effect. Obviously, there's many other ways you can manipulate this effect and play around with it. I would suggest, once you get the hang of effects and once you get the hang of editing, you know, obviously it's going to be constant practicing, constant, you know, trying to learn the software that you're using. The more you play with it, the better you'll become at it. So guys, don't be discouraged. I know sometimes, even myself, when I started with Adobe Premiere, you know, it was like, what the heck is this? You understand what I'm saying? I could not understand anything. So obviously with a couple of research, and I mean tutorials like these helped me to learn the program better. And obviously once I started, you know, getting the hang of editing, you know, obviously you play around with it and you learn more. So please guys, if you want to learn more, you need to actually get into it and try out the effect itself or play around with the program itself. Adobe Premiere is not the only program that I use at the moment. I'm not really that much on Adobe Premiere anymore, but I'll show you more about it at a later tutorial. So I'm I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys learned something. Remember, I said I'm not a professional. I'm also learning like you guys are learning. And go and apply these things in your at your workstations, in your production environment. And please, guys, don't forget to subscribe to this video. Please hit that like button, hit that notification bell to receive more updates on upcoming videos. And please, guys, be safe, because I know this coronavirus is creating havoc across the world. So all our people across the world, we have you guys in our prayers. Please be safe, guys. Cheers.